So hello and welcome to another Budget Model Railways update of our loft layout and a few other things. So we've got a bit of progress on the layout and a couple of new locos to show you this week. A quick thank you to everybody that's signed up for the new membership scheme, much appreciated. You'll all have seen the video on that, so have a look and see what you think. So quite a bit of progress this week, but all in one place, which has been this, which is the station building, the purpose-built station building. That's taken basically all my work this week. So you can see it's all been built out of mounting board, big square box. It's a different technique I'm trying where I'm not worried about cutting the windows out of the mounting board. They've just got black card behind them. I also got a nice sheet of posh windows for £2 second hand. So I've been able to use nice windows. So you can see it's beginning to come along. It's going to need chimneys and a roof. I've got a nice little canopy that will come off here, and I've got a lot of detail work to do. And then what I've done is I've stuck the super quick steps on the back. I've altered the roof and changed the ends slightly so that when that stands there now, I think that will look really good, exactly what I wanted, purpose built and then mixed in with a slightly altered super quick one, and then that will give me the road through here and so on. So that's taken most of my work actually this week. It's been quite fiddly, but I am very pleased with it. So another few little things we've done around the other side. We've got these buildings which we got very cheaply second hand. I think it might have been the Seaford show. Or even the something show. Anyway, they were only a couple of pound each, which when you see what they go for on eBay is a lot of money. So that's probably what we're going to use there. We've got a nice little loading dock. That's for the ships and the boats. So rather than scratch build some new buildings, I think we'll probably use those. I know they are the Metcalfe ones and super quick. I know everybody has them, but once they're done up, they'll be quite nice. So then what we thought we'd show you quickly over here is a little bit of progress. You will have seen the trains running video and we had the platform and everything there, but we didn't show you what it was mounted on. So what we've done is I discovered that the height I needed was these boxes, old Hornby wagon boxes. Some people will say that's a waste, but they're damaged boxes. I'm never going to sell these wagons, so I don't need them. And they're the exact height, so that's nice and easy. They've only been glued onto here. That one's come a little bit adrift, so we'll bung a bit of glue in there. And what I thought I'd show you is we're just going to stick these down so you can actually see a bit of the layout being built. So it's not going to be very complicated. I'm going to put some PVA on here because it's being stuck down onto plywood, so cardboard and plywood will go fine. All this, the top surface, this is just some thick card that I found somewhere, big sheets of. I'll try not to get the glue everywhere, which will, the epic fail, and then that will fit in there, like that. I've painted the edge black, so that there's no gap. A little bit of glue there, a little bit of glue on the track, it's easy to wipe off, and there we go. I actually thought that was going to be a bit more complicated than that. When that's dried hard, which the PVA will, then that will be our surface. I'm not going to do anything more complicated than glue that on, glue the signal box in, there, we'll paint the surface a little bit obviously so it doesn't show. And as we discovered, if you watch the trains running video, we'll be able to run some buildings over the back. I'm not sure what I'll use yet, but that gives you the idea of what we can do. And that'd be really nice. That'd give me a little town scene as a back scene, and then between the eaves that'll begin to look quite nice. We'll have our big station here, and we'll have our footbridge, and there we'll be getting to have a lovely little station and town scene. And that's how easy that was to do that. All this building in plywood and everything I've never understood. I'm putting cardboard buildings on it. It just needs to be cardboard, that's fine. So we've also got a couple of new Locos. So my New Year's resolution to not buy any more Locos has gone really well because I've only bought 3 in the last week. So that's not going at all well. So we've got here, this is the Hornby LMS 060 Ginty. Now these seem to have been made almost from trying times right up to the modern ones. I've been trying to get one for ages, and recently with the way second-hand prices have gone up, these have been costing in excess of £20–25. I paid £11 for this with £4 postage, so it's cost me £15. Really good guy on eBay, just pointed out steps missing. when I got it, it was a very noisy runner because it's the older Hornby model. Took it apart, little bit of oil, good old 3-in-1 oil, and all the little places, just a teeny little drop. Oiled all the motor, cleaned the wheels, and as we'll show you now, that's a lovely little runner. I think this is a wonderful colour scheme. Just excuse me a second because I'll just go and turn the power on. It's a really nice runner. Yeah, it's a little bit noisy as it being an older one, but I didn't pay £25–30 for it, so I'm not bothered. Neither am I bothered that it's probably pulling the wrong coaches. Neither am I bothered that we'll probably have it running with all sorts of other coaches and trains that it shouldn't run with. We've had a couple of people comment that other people on forums have been unkind to them because they're running the wrong things on your layout. It's the wrong period and the wrong loco, blah de blah de blah 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 blah. We don't worry about any of that sort of thing. We just run what we like. So there you go. That's going to be a lovely little loco. It does actually run around my my exhibition layout that we've built with all the green woodland and everything. So that's going to look fabulous on there. So that's one of the locos. Nice little runner, very, very handsome locomotive. The other one which we've got, slightly different, but I'm keen to show you this one. So this is one of the very old Hornby, almost Triang Hymex. Now we actually got this again from the late John Winterbottom's collection when we were clearing out his family. They weren't sure if it ran or anything, so they said I can have a look at it and see. Cleaned all the wheels up, oiled the motor, and we'll take it over the other side and put it on some coaches, and you can see what a nice little runner it is. So here we go, let's give it a little run. What I will point out is this is an incredibly smooth and quiet and slow runner for its age. Look at that, tiny little slow speed start. It's quieter than some of the newer Lima ones. I'm sure they're not all like this, but you can pick these up for, if you're lucky, £10–20. It's a little plasticky looking, but I intend to give it a weather and paint the grills and generally make it look quite good. And then I think that'll be a really good little loco. So I would say if you get a chance to get one of these cheap and you're prepared to do a little bit of work, I think that's a remarkable loco for its age, in all honesty. It's not that inaccurate either. So I'm really rather chuffed with that. And then we'll have a look at one of the other locos which I recently got. We'll just stop that at the station. And they can all go off to commuter land because that looks like a little suburban station. So the other one we got then over the other side here, and you'll have seen this in the video, the Locos running video recently. So this is a Lima Class 37. I'm a big, huge 37 fan. I guess it's difficult to be a UK diesel fan and not be a 37 fan. I've actually seen a couple of these in real life still in operation. I love this grey sectorised paint scheme. I believe this was a petroleum one, but in the end on privatisation they pulled all sorts of things. Now these are going currently for well in excess of 35, 40, 45 pounds second hand. This one's cost me £25 including postage because somebody had taken the front coupling off. Which is quite common actually. You have to be very careful on eBay. The thing is, of course, I'm only going to run it around my loft layout, so I don't mind that it's missing a coupling. So I was rather pleased with that. It's a colour scheme and a loco I've been trying to get for a long while. It's a little bit of a noisy runner, needs a little bit of work. But it's not too bad. It's a very smooth runner. And I like my diesels, that's when this layout comes into its own really. That's what having the big loft layout is all about. In my case, it's relatively long trains running with primarily my big diesels. And that's a great looking diesel in that colour scheme, I think. There we go, and let's stop them both there. So there we go, lots gone on this week. So we've got our platforms down now, we're starting building our station. You've seen us just glue down the back for there, and I think we probably will use these little super quick houses there, so we've got a nice little suburban scene. Next thing is to either start building in front of here or potentially in front of the station. And just to clarify, the idea here is this will be raised to this level, all down in front and all along here and round there. So this will be down in, if you like, a cutting, which I think is going to look rather good with all the town scene around it. So hopefully by next week we'll have a bit more progress to talk to you about, but we have at least got station building built now, and we've got some nice new locos. So as always, thank you for watching. We really do appreciate it. Thank you for being members, thank you for subscribing, and we'll talk to you again soon.
Hi, thanks for watching the video and for the nice comments. Click on the left for a previous video in this series, click on the right for another video you might enjoy, and please don't forget to click to subscribe, like, comment, etc. Thanks again.